Hello, and welcome back to your Fun with English lesson. I hope that you are all in good health.
And have enjoyed your vacation.
So, let us begin the class by talking about the learning outcomes of today's lesson. At the end of today's lesson, you will be able to use articles effectively in speech and writing, frame and write a step by step recipe, understand and apply the present simple tense.
While framing the recipe and analyze the importance of plants in our diet.
So, this seems like quite a task, isn't it? We have a lot of things to discuss, so let's quickly get on with our lesson. What are the different topics that we are going to cover today? Yes, as we learned from the learning outcomes, we are going to talk about articles. Do you remember the use of articles, a, an, and the? Let's see if you can put your knowledge into practice. We will also use the present simple tense, and I know that we have been revising it in quite a few lessons now. I hope you are getting better at it every day.
We will begin today's lesson by listening to a story.
Stone soup. A monk is on his way home. He is very hungry. He asks people in the town for food.
Do you have some food?
He asks.
I'm sorry.
They all say.
We have no food here.
The people in the town do not know him. They hide their food and do not tell the monk. The monk looks at the people in the town. He has an idea. The monk says to the people,
You are hungry, so I will make stone soup for you.
Stone soup?
What's that? The people ask. The monk says,
Bring me some stones and a pot. Let's make a fire.
The monk puts the stones in a pot of water and starts to cook them. Everyone watches.
This is good soup, but stone soup is better with salt and pepper.
Says the monk.
I don't have any.
A young boy gets some salt and pepper for the soup.
Now it is very good.
Says the monk.
But stone soup is always better with some vegetables.
An old woman says, I have some vegetables. She goes to get them and she puts them in the pot.
This smells good.
Says the monk.
But the best stone soup needs some meat and more vegetables.
A young man says.
I have some meat.
He goes and gets the meat and puts it in the pot. Other people bring some more vegetables. Soon, the people can eat the soup. They love stone soup.
Stone soup is the best.
Says an old man.
Now we know about stone soup. We will never be hungry.
says the old man.
Thank you.
Everyone dances and sings all night. The next day, the monk walks out of the town. The people in the town come to say goodbye. The monk laughs.
It is very easy to make stone soup.
He thinks.
How did you like the idea of the stone soup? Who was the main character in the story? Yes, it was the monk. And what did he make? Yes, he was the inventor of the stone soup. What do you think? What kind of people were the villagers when he first met them? Yes, they were not kind. They were quite rude, and they did not want to help the poor monk at all. But what changed things for the monk? Yes, it was his streak of generosity. He decided to treat the villagers, and he himself was treated in the bargain. Do you remember all the things that went into the soup? Let us quickly revise the ingredients of the soup. And more importantly, children, what did we learn from the story? What do you think was the moral of the story? Do think and let me know. And here we are. These are the ingredients that went into the soup. First went the stone, then carrots and onions, salt, pepper, and herbs, potatoes, and meat. And do you know, children, very often the egg white is used in the soup as well. Now I know not all of us have meat or eggs. In that case, we can easily make a vegetarian soup using all the different vegetables mentioned here and adding some of our own. Do you see, children? We use plants in so many ways. In fact, for vegetarians, it is the only source of food, and we get all our food from here, whether it is grains or pulses, vegetables. Did you notice the different parts of the plants being used here in the soup? The carrot is a root. The onion also grows underground, just like the potato. But do you know? The potato is part of the stem. What about herbs? Yes, they are leaves. What other vegetable do you use to put in your soup?
Children, I'm sure you know about the benefits of eating fruits and vegetables. These help us by protecting us against various diseases. So remember not to skip these in your diet.
Now, children, tell me, do you remember the use of articles? When do we use a and an? Yes, when we are talking about a singular object. So, if I'm talking about one stone, where should I place the stone? Under a or an? Yes, it's a stone because it starts with a consonant sound. What about the onion? If I use only one onion, where should I place it? Under a or an? Yes, I will place it under an since it begins with a vowel sound. So, an onion. Next, we have carrot. So, where will the carrot go? Under a or an? This is pretty easy, isn't it? It's a carrot. And we have potato. Yes, again, it is a potato. What about egg if I do use one? What is the sound? Eh. And is that a vowel sound? Yes, it goes under an in that case. So, an egg. Now, there are some ingredients here that cannot be counted. So, we cannot use a or an with it. What are some of these? The seasoning, salt, pepper, herbs cannot be counted. Even meat cannot be counted. unless I'm talking about a portion. Now tell me, children, what do you know about seasoning or the different kinds of herbs used? Do you know the names of any herb? Have you heard of rosemary, thyme, oregano, basil? These are all names of herbs. You might have seen Mama using some of these. I can see that you are quite an expert at articles. Let us then go on to our recipe and see if you can use the present simple tense while writing the steps of this recipe. Here it is: stone soup. Heat some water in a pot. Add a stone you've scrubbed a lot. Sprinkle pepper, salt, and herbs. Let it boil undisturbed. Drop in carrots, onions too. Let the soup heat through and through. Stir in milk to make it sweet. Add potatoes for a treat. Toss in ham bones. Let it stew. Let it bubble. Let it brew. Taste the soup, and when it's done, share stone soup with everyone. What do you think? Is that a nice recipe? I think it's quite a good poem as well. Did you notice all the doing words or verbs that are used? Heat, add, sprinkle, boil, drop, stir, toss, taste, and share. These words are used in the present simple tense. Remember when we were last talking about the present simple tense? What did I tell you? When we are giving instructions, we use this tense. So, in the case of a recipe, also, we use the present simple tense. Now, can you try and write your own recipe using the same tense? You can make any dish of your choice and share the recipe with us.
As an additional activity, you can try designing a meal plan for yourself for an entire week. Make sure to include all the food groups and keep it well balanced.
With this, children, I'd like to end today's class. I hope you had fun reading about the stone soup. I know it does sound absurd, but I'm sure you understood the hidden meaning in the story itself and how the monk made best out of a bad situation. So, children, take care, stay well, and keep studying hard.